As we head into respiratory season, it's important to understand how symptoms of colds, flu, and other viruses can easily overlap. The key to staying healthy is simple: prevention, testing when you feel sick, and treating early. New rapid test and sick-style quiz can help you find the best way to feel better faster. Joining us today are Dr. Mary Rogers, a leading researcher and virus hunter with Abbott, and Michelle Slavkovsky, Executive Director of Families Fighting Flu. Good morning. Great to see you both.
Good morning,
Great to be here.
All right, so Mary, what are some of the tips for staying healthy during this respiratory season?
Well, we already are seeing respiratory season in full swing. So the good news is there are things everybody can do to protect themselves. These are common sense things that I tell my kids all the time, but they really apply to everybody. Things like staying hydrated, drinking a lot of water, and definitely washing your hands before you touch your face or eat anything. That goes a long way. But if you do start to feel sick, it's good to be proactive and start taking care of yourself. Take it seriously, slow down, and test. Testing is really important. It's a good tool because it helps you know what virus is making you sick so that you can get the right treatment and get back to normal as soon as possible.
Oh, and Michelle, can you explain a little more about Families Fighting Flu's strategies for staying healthy?
Absolutely. Families Fighting Flu represents families who've been severely impacted by the flu. We take a three-pillar prevention approach, and that is to vaccinate, test, and treat. Families Fighting Flu shares our family stories to help raise awareness of how serious the flu can be with the intentions of reducing flu-related illnesses, hospitalizations, and deaths. We are out there wanting to encourage people to take symptoms serious and get tested early for proper diagnosis.
Wonderful. Dr. Mary, how do rapid tests help families distinguish between illnesses with similar symptoms?
It is impossible to tell what virus you have just based on how you feel. A sore throat could be anything. And that's where rapid testing comes in. Abbott has a number of tools that can suit your style. Everyone's a little bit different when they're sick and likes to get better in a different way. And once you know which way you prefer to get better, you can choose which test you want to use. So if you're like me and you like the convenience of testing at home, because my sick style is that I don't like to go anywhere when I'm sick, you can use Abbott's BinaxNOW COVID-19 Flu A and B combo self-test. That's something you can keep in your medicine cabinet so you don't even have to leave the house when you start to feel sick. You can just do it at home. It's really fast. But if you're the kind of person who doesn't like to do your own test, you like to leave it to the professionals, we also have Abbott's ID Now molecular tests, which can be done at a pharmacy or an urgent care setting so that you can get the same quick answer in any setting you're comfortable in.
I love that. I like doing things at home as well. I agree with that. So, Dr. Mary, what is the sick-style quiz, and how does it help people take charge of their own health?
The sick style quiz is a really fun way to figure out what your sick style is. That's why I have so much insight to how I like to get better when I'm sick, because I took the quiz. It's at abbott.com/sickstyles. And it goes through some questions that lead you to an answer that kind of gives you an idea of what your style is. I found out that I'm the kind of person who works too much when I'm sick. And so it gave me some tips, and they're tailored specifically to who you are and what you prefer. So I also learned which testing style is best for me, and that's the home test, like I mentioned earlier. So there's some really good tips in there.
Oh, fantastic. So, Michelle, how can families help support long-term community health during this respiratory season?
Well, one thing families can do is take small proactive steps, like testing early when they're symptomatic, and that will help reduce severe illnesses in the community. And it also gives families an opportunity to make better health choices for their family and have a safer and healthier season ahead.
Well, thank you both for all this great information, great tips. Where can people go for more information?
You can find out more at abbott.com/sickstyles.
Thank you both so much. Stay healthy this season, and thank you for all the great tips.
Thank
Take
you.
care.